Welcome to World Rally Championship, Part 5.
The WRC now crosses the Atlantic to another Spanish-speaking country. Argentina offers almost every kind of terrain a competitor can face, from the vast dusty wilderness to mountain roads that snake up into the clouds. It takes a special kind of person to survive out on the open pampas, and it will take a certain kind of driver to do the same in the Rally of Argentina.
And with that, here we go. Time for our fifth round of the championship. Hang on. Sorry, I was having a possible technical difficulty. I got confused. Anyways, time for our fifth round of the championship. It is the Rally Argentina. From May 4th to May 6th, let's get started. It's going to be a gravel rally, and our first stage is 4.4 kilometers. Fairly straightforward as usual. Here is our default setup for the car, and well, let's get started. Alright, so here we go. Time for stage number 1 here at Argentina. Let's see what this place has to offer for us, other than lots of gravel. It seems like lots of undulation as well, at least from the immediate start here. So that's going to be interesting. Continues to be very bumpy like this. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Hopefully, unlike in the preview video of this rally, I don't have to deal with any guys just making his way down this trail on horseback. I have a feeling that's not going to happen to me here, but you never know. It's a pretty good start to the stage. It's a little slower in the second sector, but apparently I was extremely fast in the first sector, so I have a huge advantage already of almost 5 seconds over, I think it was Tommy Mäkinen in second so far. It's a pretty easy third sector there. Yep, Mäkinen, Burns, and Eriksson. Second, third, and fourth. Don't see any Carlos Sainz in the top 4, which is a little bit concerning just for his sake. Seems like after the first 3 rallies, he's starting to, his momentum is starting to fall a little bit. See what happens here at the end of the stage and, look at the results and stuff. Get our car all kinds of dirty. The car is extremely filthy, holy crap. And there we go, across the line, I win the stage. Quite easily as the car slides a little bit on the ground. Very nice. So that was a pretty good first stage. Woo. Oh, that's right. First time playing this. There's my first stage in this recording session, so I have to re-input my name for the records. And let's save our replay real quick. I already got thumbnails of all 4 of those, so I can just go ahead and replace them. Yeah, behind the scenes, except not really, because I'm still showing it. I don't know. Anyways, here's our first stage results. We get a 6-second victory over Richard Burns. Mäkinen in 3rd, Kenneth Eriksson in 4th, Didier Auriol in 5th, and Francois Delacour in 6th in the top Ford. No, the top Ford is not Carlos Sainz. He's all the way back in 9th in this stage. Damn. Colin McRae all the way down to 14th, which is really interesting. So, pretty interesting standings here after the first stage here in Argentina. As we move on to stage number 2, 3.8 kilometers, a little shorter than stage 1, but will probably be slightly more technical. Only one way to find out. All right, here we go. Time for stage 2. Oh, hey, it's raining. I failed to look at the weather forecast on the stage info. Go me. So we're going to deal with very muddy surface here. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, grip would be a bit reduced. Also, some fog. Oh, this rain is creating a fairly thick fog here, so visibility is not very good as well. So I'm going to have to definitely pay attention to the, well, I'd say the pace notes, but I can't hear them for reasons I've already explained, but definitely like the map and just the road ahead. Gonna have to just squint and try to, you know, see as much as I can ahead. First sector didn't go very well. It's only 4th position, but there we go. Back into the stage lead. Just like that. No problem. Oh, this hairpin's tightening up a little bit. Okay, good. Couldn't hear the pace notes, but that was kind of like an opens tightens situation where like the turn opens up, but like it opens up in the middle, but then it tightens back up at the end of the turn. Holy crap. We're good. Everything's fine. Car's still in one piece. I don't think I actually touched anything during that little moment. It's actually surprising. So onto the final sector of the stage. We climb and climb and climb up the hill at top speed. It's top speed for this gearing setup, and there we go, across the line. So a little bit of a slow start to the stage, but ended up absolutely dominating it, as I've been doing. Man, I hope the entire game isn't all this easy, and before it is. I don't know. Anyways, here's our stage results. Once again, Richard Burns takes 2nd place with Mackinnon 3rd. And here is the rest of standings. Carlos Sainz ended up 6th in this stage. Good. Actually had 2 Hyundais as well in the top 5. And here is the current rally standings after 2 stages. Top 4 remain the same. Francois Delacour moves up to 5th. Alistair McRae goes up from 10th to 6th. And Carlos Sainz moves up to 7th. Didier Auriol falls all the way out of the points to 8th position. And here's the rest of your current rally standings. So let's move on to day number 2 and stage 3 of the Argentine rally. 4.3 kilometers. Dry weather, and let's go. Alright, here we go. Pretty overcast sky, although the sun is poking through the clouds. Our first stage on this day. Fans are all hyped up at the starting line here as I, as Marcus run home, make my way onto the stage. Flying, looks like this is going to be pretty tight and maybe a little technical. Have a huge cliff off to the left, thankfully guarded by a rail. You know, death is guarded by just a little bit of, now just a basic stone wall, which isn't very tall. Oh no, that's a big crest, holy crap. Pretty sure if I stayed on the throttle I would have just, like, got a bunch of airtime, and there was no slowing my car down if the wheels aren't attached to the ground, so I somehow got away with that one, completely unscathed. Maybe made very light contact with the cliffside. That's about it. Don't know how I'm getting this lucky with these scary situations. Ooh, a couple jumps here. Oh boy. Bunch of scary jumps, very bad angle over that jump. Car was almost at a 90-degree angle on the landing, but thankfully, thanks to the forgiving physics of this game, easily able to gather back up and continue on without losing much time. If this was like a more of a simulation game, I'd have been just dead right there. In fact, I probably would have rolled over like 100 times. I don't know. Depends on like how the car like would have caught the ground on that landing. It wouldn't have been pretty, I know that. Would have either spun or just rolled. And rolled and rolled and rolled. Luckily it did not happen. So as we climb up the hill, staring at straight at the sun, across the line, we finish stage number 3. Once again in dominant fashion, although I lost a second in that final sector. Oh no. Whatever will I do? It's not like I have a, huge lead in this rally already. We've just passed the halfway point. So with that, 8-second victory over Tommy Mackinnon in this stage. There's the rest of the stage results. Carlos Sainz, another 9th place, so Sainz needs to pick up the pace in these last 2 stages if he wants to score points. Second in the championship heading into this. And here's our current rally standings. I have a 26.6 second advantage over Richard Burns. The fight for second place is actually pretty close, only 2.3 seconds separating Burns and Mäkinen. And once again, we have 5 manufacturers in the top 5. Then there's Didier Auriol and the second Peugeot now in the points. Carlos Sainz drops to 8th. Gonna be interesting to see where Sainz ends up in the final standings here. But anyways, time for stage 4. 4.5 kilometers. Looks like we've got a little bit of a switchback section towards the start, probably in like the beginning of the second sector. So let's go. All right, stage loaded. Let's do this. Still pretty overcast this time. I think the sun's actually being covered. It looks like it's a little later in the afternoon. It's got some long shadows. Although the sun's being covered by the clouds, it shouldn't have shadows at all. And again, the darker tone could be... Okay, it's not completely cloud covered. Here, I see some blue sky. Hey, remember those switchbacks I looked at on the map? Yeah, here they are. I sure was prepared for them. Clearly. I wasn't at all. There we go. Got around that. And still had the fastest time in the first sector. Nice. Just nosed my car into, Oh god. Oh no. The stage is going awfully. This is not going well at all. I'm just destroying my car. What am I doing? Bounce my car off the ribbons and just forgetting about hairpins and stuff. Everything's going wrong here. Unfortunately, it's all frontal. It's mostly frontal impact, so I can't tell if I have any like visual damage to my car. And I actually can't remember if this game actually has visual damage. I know it has mechanical damage by the 5 icons below the gear indicator. It shows from left to right steering damage, transmission, engine. Let's see, I think that 4th one is suspension, possibly, and then temperature on the far right. So yeah, you can damage your car, I promise. Whether or not I'll show that off, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably end up showing it off eventually, but not in like... Probably have to do it intentionally or something, I don't know. Because I'm God. Because I'm really good at this game, except not really. It's just that the physics are really forgiving for someone who's not very good like me. Meanwhile, I gained 6 seconds in that final sector. Holy crap. I like how most of these stages have that one sector where I gain just a boatload of time on everybody. At least 4 seconds. Like, shit. So here's our Stage 4 results as Day 2 concludes in this rally. Another 8-second stage victory for me. And once again, Carlos Sainz outside the top 6 in the stage. It's not going to help him in the overall standings, which here they are. Mäkinen overtakes Richard Burns for 2nd place in the rally. And Didier Auriol gets around Francois Delacour as well for the 5th place. And Carlos Sainz, he needs to gain 17 seconds on, over 17 seconds on Delacour if he wants to have any shot at scoring a point in this final stage. Methinks that might not happen. Let's find out. So, looks like we're going to have a rainy final stage here on day number 3, 6.6 kilometers, so also our longest stage of the rally. And, well, let's get going. So here we go. We enter a very wet stage number 5. Can Carlos Sainz recover to score at least 1 point in this rally to help defend his 2nd place overall standing, or will he get a big fat 0 for this event? We'll find out in 6 kilometers time. I know that's a distance, but shut up, I don't know how long this is going to take. Long hairpin here. Easy peasy. Just going to deal with very muddy conditions because of this heavy rain. Look at that helicopter go. I'm not sure if I made this joke yet, because it's been a while since I recorded the last episodes of this, but I swear that helicopter pilot reminds me of the helicopter pilot in the Ridge Racer series, where he would get within like 2 feet of the cars that are zooming around the course at like 200 miles per hour. No big deal. Seriously, the Ridge Racer pilot is like the best helicopter pilot you could ever imagine. Like, you can stick that thing in places that you should not be able to fly aircraft of any shape or size. Any shape or size, yeah, okay. I questioned that statement as I was saying, I'm like, wait a minute, that's redundant, isn't it? No. Shape and size is different. Are 2 different things. Ooh, this one's, ooh. That was a really tricky turn. Fairly tight left-hander over a very long and steep crest. That was pretty interesting. Tight hairpin here. Slam on the brakes. Brake discs glowed bright red. I saw that. So it was cool when you can actually see like the glowing brake discs in games. Of course, since this rain has compacted this gravel a lot more, not as much dust flying up, and therefore not as much dirt and dust getting on the car. Details. They exist. Oh, jeez. I made an error. I hit the ribbon with, like, the right rear corner of my car. That did not go well. I have 3 red sectors. I'm still leading the stage. But, yeah. I think I've won every stage but 1 so far in this championship. Or if I can just keep it at -1 maybe. Oh, now the car's getting really dirty. Okay, forget what I said. Like a few seconds ago as I jump over the bank. Luckily back onto the main path and not to, certain death. I'm pushing maybe a little too hard here. And there we go, across the line in. Well, so much for that -1. Now it's -2. Yeah, overall, not a very good final stage for me, except that second sector where I gained 4.5 seconds. Again, just always that one sector. But there we go. We've come first overall, and we've unlocked the Cyprus Single Rally and the Cyprus Time Trials. Guess where we're going next? Yeah, so let's save and continue. Here's our Stage 5 results. Tommy Mäkinen takes the stage win by a mere 0.12 seconds over me. And I'm not seeing any Carlos Sainz. There he is, 9th place, so no points for Carlos Sainz in this rally. Sadly. So here are our final rally results. I get a 37-second victory over Tommy Mäkinen, who takes 2nd place. Richard Burns in 3rd. Kenneth Eriksson in the Hyundai in 4th. Didier Auriol in the 2nd Peugeot takes 5th, and Francois Delacour takes the final point for Ford in 6th position. And Carlos Sainz ends up 9th in the rally, 3 minutes behind me. Colin McRae actually recovered up to 11th after not a very strong start. And there's the top Citroen in 5th place of Jesus Perez. Again, Citroen not having a good time. Neither is Skoda, actually. Citroen and Skoda have a really poor rally. Armin Schwartz, top Skoda, in 18th, so, yeah, about that. As here we go. Congratulations, Rally Argentina winners, yay! So here are our updated point standings. I have a perfect 50 points. Tommy Mäkinen moves up to 2nd in the points after Carlos Sainz scores 0 points. Richard Burns remains in 4th with his 4 points. Freddie Lloyd stays in 5th, and Didier Auriol with his 2 points moves up from 8th to 6th. Kenneth Eriksson gains a couple spots. Colin McRae loses a spot due to not scoring any points. And Francois Delacour becomes our 11th point scorer of the championship with his 6th place. On to the manufacturer standings, which still make absolutely no sense to me. But the 5 manufacturers that actually had drivers that scored points got some points. So Peugeot still leads the way with 51 somehow. Mitsubishi stays at 2nd. Ford remains in 3rd. Subaru stays in 4th, and Hyundai scoring 3 points jumps up to 5th, just in front of Skoda. And once again, Citroën in last place with 0 points. So that'll conclude our 5th round of the World Rally Championship. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for round number 6.